Least to most flirty zodiac signs. Picture this. You make eye contact across a crowded bar. Do you wink or do you panic and stare at the floor? That reaction isn't just awkwardness, it is your biological mating strategy. In evolutionary psychology, we call this signaling theory. Flirting is basically a low-cost way to test a high-stakes connection. Some signs use plausible deniability to keep it safe, while others don't flirt. They interview. Today, we're ranking the signs from the literalists who don't get the joke to the dopamine dealers who flirt for sport. Let's see who's got game. Number 12, Capricorn, the CEO. Flirting requires ambiguity, and this sign hates ambiguity. To them, time is money. Why waste 2 hours engaging in witty banter when they could just ask for your credit score and 5-year plan? They operate on instrumental communication. They communicate to achieve a specific goal, not to play. If they like you, they won't use a pickup line. They'll offer you practical financial advice or fix your flat tire. It's not romantic in the traditional sense, but it is highly efficient. They treat dating like a business merger, straight to the point, no games allowed. Number 11, Virgo, the critic. Flirting requires a suspension of judgment, but this sign can't help but notice the details. Instead of a compliment, they might point out that your posture is bad or you have lint on your shirt. They aren't trying to be mean, this is their love language. But socially, it kills the mood. They suffer from analysis paralysis. They are so busy analyzing your micro-expressions and assessing compatibility data that they forget to smile back. They don't flirt with you. They troubleshoot you to see if you are a viable partner. Number 10, Aquarius, the robot. They aren't shy, they are just abstract. You could be dropping the biggest hints of your life, and an Aquarius will think you just really want to discuss the ethics of artificial intelligence. They intellectualize feelings to keep them at a safe distance. To them, a debate is flirting. If you want traditional romance with flowers and compliments, look elsewhere. But if you want to be ignored for 3 days and then sent a link to a documentary about space fungus, that is their version of a wink. They want your brain, not your approval. Number 9, Cancer, the shell. Flirting is a game, and this sign doesn't play games with their heart. They exhibit self-protective behavior rooted in attachment theory. They are terrified of rejection, so they almost never make the first move. They wait for you to create safety. Their version of flirting is intensely caring for you, making you soup or asking how your mom is. It's sweet and deeply emotional, but it lacks that spicy, playful edge. They don't want to tease you, they want to nest with you. Number 8, Taurus, the passive lure. This sign doesn't chase. That involves cardio, and they don't do unnecessary cardio. Instead, they rely on passive attraction. It is the Venus flytrap method. They just sit there, looking incredibly good, smelling amazing, and waiting for you to come to them. They aren't throwing out witty one-liners. They are using sensory seduction. A lingering touch on the arm, a specific perfume, a deep look. It is slow, deliberate, and biological. They create an environment of comfort that pulls you in like a magnet. They don't need to speak to get your attention. They just need to be in the room. Number 7, Aries, the hunter. Subtlety? Never heard of her. They don't flirt. They hunt. If an Aries likes you, you will know immediately because they will probably just tell you to your face. This is direct signaling. They love the adrenaline of the conquest. In neuroscience, the brain releases dopamine during the pursuit, not just the capture, and Aries is addicted to that chemical rush. They might tease you or roast you a little bit, like a kid on a playground, because to them, aggression is just affection in a hurry. They don't want a long courtship, they want a reaction. Number 6, Pisces, the siren. They are the masters of the look. They don't say much, but they project a massive fantasy onto you. This is called limerence, the psychological state of being infatuated with the idea of someone. They look at you like you are the only person in the world, which is incredibly intoxicating. But, and this is a big but, they are often flirting with the potential of you, not the reality. It's poetic, it's magical, and it's often completely confusing because they communicate through vibes rather than words. You walk away feeling charmed, but unsure if you actually learned anything about them. Number 5, Scorpio, the hypnotist. Let's be clear, this isn't fun flirting. This is, I want to own your soul flirting. A Scorpio uses prolonged eye contact to trigger a biological response in your brain. It feels dangerous because it stimulates the amygdala. It mimics the intensity of a threat or high passion. They don't use cheesy pickup lines. They use silence and intensity. They want to know your secrets before they even know your last name. You don't giggle when a Scorpio flirts with you. You sweat. It is high-stakes seduction designed to test if you can handle their depth. Number 4, Sagittarius, the comedian. They operate on the ludus love style, which is the psychological term for viewing love as a game. Their flirting style is the roast. If they are making fun of you, they like you. They are low pressure, high energy, and hilarious. They make you feel like you're on an adventure just by talking to them. They don't want deep emotional confessions right away. They want a playmate. The danger? They flirt with everyone. The waiter, the Uber driver, your mom. So don't make the mistake of thinking you are special just because they made you laugh. Number 3, Leo, the performer. Leo treats a date like a Broadway audition. They are the peacocks of the Zodiac. They use charismatic leadership tactics, big gestures, loud laughs, and radiant warmth. They want to be the sun in your solar system. They flirt by showing off, watch me do this. Look at my outfit. Let me tell you a crazy story. It is admittedly egocentric, but their energy is so warm and inviting that you can't help but be charmed. They are flirting for an audience and they need you to clap. Number 2, Libra, the mirror. They are dangerous because they are masters of the chameleon effect. They unconsciously mirror your body language, your tone, and your vibe to build instant rapport. They make you feel completely understood. A Libra could flirt with a brick wall and walk away with a phone number. They are the diplomats of love. Smooth, polite, and impossible to resist because they reflect your own desires back at you. But be careful. They are often just being nice to maintain social harmony, and you are mistaking their politeness for love. Number 1, Gemini, the verbal sparer. For this sign, the brain is the main sex organ. They rely on high verbal intelligence. The banter is fast, the double entendres are flying, and they keep you on your toes. They treat conversation like a tennis match. If you can hit the ball back, they are obsessed. If you bore them, they disappear. They are the most flirty because they never run out of things to say. They are endlessly curious, and they can make a boring trip to the grocery store feel like a romantic comedy. So, whether you're a Capricorn handing out business cards or a Gemini writing poetry on a napkin, remember this. Flirting is just social intelligence in action. The awkward signs are looking for stability. The flirty signs are looking for stimulation. Which rank are you? Do you agree, or do you think you're smoother than I gave you credit for? Let me know in the comments.